What's going on, guys? Tyler Austin here at REISift, founder and CEO. What I wanted to do is I wanted to cover with you guys a deal breakdown here. This deal specifically is a deal breakdown against the integration on how you can automate your marketing using Deal Machine and REISift to kind of try and build different properties that are actually, you know, maybe going to give you a bit more of a profit. So let's go ahead and walk through this property. Let me tell you a little bit about how we actually put this deal under my real estate investment company here in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Let's go ahead and walk through it, and while I walk, I'm just going to go ahead and talk with you guys. You should be able to hear me okay. Basically what we did is we set up the integration with REISift through Zapier. If you want to see how to do that, there should be a button you can click above to go ahead and send you over to there. So we set up that integration. I have my drivers that were driving through Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and as they were driving, they were simply adding properties inside their Deal Machine account, and those were sending those properties directly right into their REISift account. One of the really cool things about that was as they were doing that, it was automatically merging and adding that data in with the rest of their data inside of their account. So it turns out that this property is actually on an unknown high equity list in addition to our Deal Machine list, and it's vacant. And REISift, when we added that in there, it actually ended up showing that it was vacant. So when we were marketing through the 4 W's of data management and the data buckets that we teach here at REISift, we were actually able to hit this person in 2 different ways. We were cold calling them, we were also sending direct mail, and we also ended up sending an SMS campaign. So the cool thing about that was we ended up getting a hold of this person very fast because we weren't just relying on marketing only to high equity, or we weren't just relying on marketing only to Deal Machine. So we have a lot of Deal Machine properties in our account, but by having it automated, what it enabled us to do is be able to figure out which Deal Machine properties do we want to really target right now relentlessly. So in this property, you can see it's got a decent bit of damage. We got some stuff going on here in the roof, and I'm just gonna kind of walk you around and just tell you a little bit about this property. Now, we are wholesaling this property. I'll tell you about that in a second, but the situation that was going on with this homeowner was that, and it turned out that he actually had cancer. And his wife, in addition to that, also is not doing very well. So it took a little while. It actually, this is about a 6-month process of actually from communication to follow-up. But this property was added into our CRM, into REISift a 1.5 years ago. We reached him right away, but by the time he was ready to actually take action and close on this deal, it took about a 1.5 years. So we were able to reach him right away. We maintained that conversation, maintained that relationship over a 1.5 years. We actually teach lead management as well here at REISift because we want to make sure everybody has what they need for success. I'm sure somewhere we can click and you can go to the Academy, REISift Academy, and see that as well. So this part of the house right here was actually all an addition, everything you've seen so far. This right here is part of the original of the home. We got the kitchen over here. You know, this area is probably going to turn into a master bath, is from what we're talking about to our buyers. Generally, we don't like to keep anything in-house that we flip that's like, you know, this much rehab. We like a little bit simpler rehabs, but it's a 3-bed, 1-bath right now, so a bathroom does have to be added. You can see a good thing to point out from a case, I guess this is a deal breakdown and a case study all combined. Notice how this was not pulled up from us, it was pulled up from our buyers. And the reason why they did that was they were checking to see if there's any asbestos tile in here. In addition to that, they were checking to see if maybe they could reuse the tile. So when you're running through and you're looking at you know, make offers on your properties, you can look at little things like that to try and see what kind of offers you really need to make by seeing what your buyers are looking at. So that's a really good thing to look at there. So yeah, pretty simple property here, 3-bed, 1-bath. Now here's how this happened, okay? This is what happened with this property. My lead manager ended up reaching out to this homeowner. My lead manager ended up reaching this individual. She ended up negotiating the deal. She actually transitioned over to acquisitions. Not really relevant for the video, but she transitioned to acquisitions. The seller was wanting somewhere around 130 for this property. We plan on always trying to flip things ourselves. We want to make sure that we make an offer that's based off of us being able to flip the property ourselves without having to deal with if we don't get a buyer that's willing to do the flip, right? So we always make our offers conservatively with that in mind. So we got them from 130 down to 100. I came and looked at the property because it's local in my own market, you know, and I ended up getting them down about another $5,000. So we have this property under contract for 95. Pushed it out to our buyers and locked it up for actually $20,000 more than what we were asking for it. So we got it for like $165. So it's about a $70,000 assignment deal. It took about a year and a half for that to happen. However, the most important thing is the front of funnel, right? This is the point of following up and lead management and doing all that stuff. That's kind of like a mid-funnel type transaction, right? That's you following up, trying to make these deals happen. But the front of funnel stuff is the most important thing because that's what builds that pipeline of follow-up. All right, so by using Deal Machine and REISift together cohesively, we're able to create this automation. My virtual assistant every week would grab all of the deals that matched up, that fit the criteria and the filters that we like. My drivers were driving, she's doing those filters, we're pushing out the marketing, and it's all happening simultaneously through a really smooth, simple process, and nothing's getting forgotten because you don't have to worry about adding it to Deal Machine and then exporting it and uploading it. We've even closed deals, you know, where it was a company, right? And REISift caught it as a company, and then we couldn't reach the company because we were trying to market to the LLC, but because REISift counts that as incomplete data, we found the owner of the company, we clean the data, we push it to clean, and then boom, it goes into our next month's marketing campaign. So you can create a really easy, simple process. Just going to walk out the back door here for you guys. You can kind of see what it looks like in the back. So I want to make sure you guys know that it doesn't have to be super beautiful, okay? Like, you got to understand your market. And what I know about this area of my market is that there's deals to be made in even just the land, right? So you can see the back of this property is not nearly as beautiful as the front. We got some pink paint left over on the walls here. With all that being said, yes, we're making a really good paycheck on this with just a wholesale, right? Yes, our buyer is still gonna make a very good paycheck, maybe even more than what we're making. Maybe not, it just really depends. This might sell for about $350,000 after it's all fixed up. Okay, but the most important thing is that we were able to find the situation, we were able to find a property, we were able to get it in our pipeline as quickly as possible, and we were able to understand what the owner needed, what the owner was kind of really wanting. We didn't push him for anything, right? We knew his situation, we understood his situation, we followed up with him, and once he was ready, because we had this relationship, we put it under contract, and within a week, you know, we sold the property, made our money, and it's as simple as that. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, okay, feel free to reach out to us. Feel free to comment below. Other than that, you know, you can head over to reisift.io. The link's in the description to get a free trial to REISift to start your journey. And if you want to know how to integrate REISift and Deal Machine, as well as many other platforms, in order to streamline your marketing and create an autonomous way to produce lead gen in your company, to put yourself in the best position for your sales and marketing. We love making sales and marketing ninjas here at REISift, so be sure to look at all the links in the below. Head over to our Automate to Dominate series inside of the YouTube channel and learn how you can advance your business, and whether it's to streamline what you're already doing in your business, or maybe you're a solopreneur and you're looking to, you know, really just enjoy your life and have a business on the side, you can do that, and we teach you how to do either one really at REISift. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully this was valuable to you. If it was, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next case study.